Okay, so let me just say that Linux is a beautiful operating system. Right now, what you're looking at is Linux Mint Cinnamon on my desktop, and it's fast. It's very customizable. As you can see, I have the calendar and the time right on the screen there. I can change the backgrounds. You can pretty much do anything you want on this compared to, say, Windows, except gaming is a little difficult since you can only download 10% of games on Steam. But I'm not a huge gamer, so it's not the end of the world for me not to be able to play every single game. But I'm able to play certain video games off Steam on this. Okay, so what makes Linux suck? And the problems I constantly have with Linux, and it seems like this problem in particular I'm always having with Linux. Always. I think I've always had this problem over and over again, consistently, nonstop. I think it's always something about transferring files. So I'm going to give you an example of how Linux can be frustrating, and it makes you think, maybe I should go to Windows or Apple. Maybe this thing is just not as good as I want it to be. Here we go. So this is the thing that sucks, that makes me think, I'm not enjoying Linux today. You see this? This is actually my phone. Okay, this is my phone. Okay, it's a Idol 3, and it's an Android phone. And they say Android runs off Linux, so you would think that, I guess someone who's not familiar with Linux would think this would work flawlessly, even better with Linux than Windows or Apple MacBook. So here's the problem that I'm having right now that makes me just get angry at Linux and just think this really sucks. I'm just going to hook this up to my computer because I want to transfer files. And as you can see, what pops up on the screen is unable to mount Android, unable to open MTP device, USB 001007. Now, I've spent I'd say about an hour and a half looking on Google for solutions to this. I went to Command Terminal, I've done different things, and I still got the same problem. I tried messing with the phone, setting, debugging, USB debugging and everything to get this thing to hook up to my computer. All I wanted to do was to transfer some music to my phone so I could listen to some music, and I cannot do it because of Linux. I got Linux. Yay! So if you're someone who is used to using Windows and you like things to run smoothly, from my experience, usually always using Linux, smooth doesn't happen. What happens is that there's a problem with the manufacturer, and Linux is not necessarily Linux's fault. And then you got to try to learn something to fix it. You got to go on Google and you got to spend time trying to fix the problem, and it doesn't run smoothly. Okay, I mean, especially if you're someone who wants to use different programs and fiddle with it, it can be a problem. For me, all I do is maybe play a video game, surf the web, and write using LibreOffice. That's pretty much all I do. And that's pretty much it, as far as Linux is concerned. So I'm able to use it. It's ideal for me. It conserves battery life. It's much better than Windows, in that Windows, the reason I transferred from Windows to Linux, because Windows didn't update, and I couldn't even log into my computer. And I said that was the last step. That was the last straw. I mean, I can't even log into my computer because of a stupid Windows update. But after updating this thing to the recent update, right now it's November 2018, and I did all the updates thinking that would fix the problem. This still is there. Unable to open MTP device, USB. Now, if you think, okay, I've also tried this, okay, which is basically, if you can see this, I tried doing it this way. I took the memory card out and I inserted it into the computer. As you can see, I'm going to insert this into the computer, okay? And what happens when I insert the memory card into the computer? Absolutely nothing. Nothing happens. It doesn't register the memory card. So that doesn't work either. So basically this computer is rejecting any type of memory card, any type of Android device. And the frustrating thing is, I'm not the most tech savvy person, but I do Google solutions. I look up for solutions. And it appears to me that this thing should have an easy, super easy solution, like mega easy. Like the minute I type it up, Google should have the answer right on the top. Like it shouldn't be this, it shouldn't take me an hour and a half to fix this problem here. But it is. It's taking me almost 2 hours. So this is an example. I'm only giving you an example of how Linux can be very frustrating, difficult, and when it comes to doing something as simple as hooking your phone up to your PC. It's not a, dead-end situation. Like there's no solution to it. I know there's a solution to it, so it's not like the end of the world. But if you're someone that likes to conserve time and you don't want to waste 2 or 3 hours of your time looking for a solution to a problem, Linux may not be for you, okay? And especially if you don't want to learn anything new, because it's a learning curve using this. But if you're good at learning things and fiddling and all that, Linux can be awesome. But for me right now, this is the part that stands out to me as a memory of Linux. Like when I think of Linux, I'll think of this situation here. If I can go back in time and I could choose any computer to have right now, I would have gotten a Mac. I don't like Windows because Windows got these updates that screw up your computer, and it's got all these issues now. I don't like Linux because of this reason, okay? But I like Mac because it has a lot of the features that Linux already has with antivirus, natural antivirus, simplicity, and it's probably not going to have these problems. So I wish I'd gotten a Mac really badly, but I'm stuck with this situation between Windows and Linux now. My advice to you guys, consider buying a Mac. I know some of you love Linux, but oh boy. I'm not hating on Linux. I'm just saying, these situations get on my nerve, really. And I should have found an answer like the first 20 minutes I Googled it. I typed in, the very same thing that showed up on my screen. I typed that up in Google. I typed in Linux. I typed in Cinnamon 2018. And, nothing. Nothing. I couldn't find a simple solution. Okay? I'm going to go back to Google and try this again and try to find the solution again. But this is frustrating. I don't know. I might go back to Windows so I don't deal with this crap again, with trying to hook up my phone and do something as simple as transferring files. I mean, I would think in 2018, with all the updates and all the advancements with Linux, this wouldn't exist. I mean, of all problems, come on, guys. Come on, man. I just want to hook up my phone. And you can't say, oh, it's because you just, this is just a problem with your phone and your computer. Because look at this. I'm trying to do it this way, and I can't even do it this way. Okay, I tried 2 different methods to transfer files, and neither of them are working. So that's my review of Linux. I'm not saying this is going to be the issues you're going to be dealing with as a Linux user. It's different for everybody. And aside from this, it's a beautiful operating system. Love it. But these situations really irk my nerves. Really do. I mean, it's fast. It saves battery life. You could do a lot of the same things you do on Windows. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure somebody's going to make a comment saying, oh, this is so easy to fix. You just got to go in terminal and do this and do that. Well, yeah, maybe it is easy to fix. But the problem is that it's not easy to find the solution in Google. I looked it up, couldn't find the solution. It was a pain in the butt. And if there is an easy solution, it doesn't matter if it's hard to find the answer. You know what I mean? It's so difficult. I don't know why this has to be such a pain in the butt. I was hoping there was a simple command to fix it. I was hoping there was a simple settings to fix it. Something easy fixing, that it would take a maximum of 30 minutes at most to find the answer to this problem. But I'm going on to 2 hours now. and that's ridiculous. Anyway, that concludes my video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I don't want anyone to be afraid of Linux, but I'm just trying to let you know that, yeah, you're going to run into issues with Linux. I don't know anybody who doesn't, unless you're like a master at operating the terminal and you know, you have some kind of real technical understanding of this. But this is annoying. Anyway, that concludes my video. All right, bye.